Hi friends, it's David from Southgate Imaging. So today I'm going to return to a guitar I've reviewed a number of times before, various models of it, various flavors. Today I have a Yamaha FS800 in a vintage tint. So they've done this tint, oh God, for at least a decade now, and it's generally only available through dealers. Like independent dealers. It's not like the mass market. You don't usually find this on like Amazon or whatever. It's just a beautiful little tint. It's a lot like really the red labels. It's kind of like that, the coloring of it. It's just a nice one. So what's different about this guitar? Actually, the back end story was there was somebody moving, and they had this guitar for 10 years, and they were moving. They just needed to get rid of it. I didn't need another guitar, but I just got an amazing deal on it, so I picked it up. I know there's very little work to keep these things maintained, and I know they stand up well over time, no matter how little they're humidified or whatever. They just are a great guitar like that. So what I found with this is the older ones. So this one's 10 years old. The older ones were made with a rosewood fingerboard and a rosewood bridge. And that might sound like a small thing, but rosewood is a much better wood for guitar building purposes. For cost cutting, probably in the last 5 years, they changed these out, and they substituted in a walnut fingerboard, a walnut bridge. Walnut's a lighter wood. It's hard, but I noticed it's not as hard. So if you're changing bridge pins and things like that, the walnut will scratch up and ding up really easily. So the walnut they were using isn't particularly hard. So when you get back to an older instrument like this, you're back to the rosewood here on the fingerboard and the bridge. So that may sound like a small thing, but overall, in the life of a guitar, it's a big thing, because your fingerboard's going to last longer, the bridge is going to last longer. The amazing thing with this is I know this guitar wasn't maintained. I know it wasn't humidified. It was just sat out in the stand for 10 years basically. It certainly wasn't played very much, but it really didn't need a lot of work. Normally I do a setup video, but this was so simple. Basically it was adjust the truss rod. Action was a little high. The action at you basically press down on the first fret, press down, it's the 12th fret, check there, and you're looking for the relief in the neck, and you're just looking for just a little bit of relief. Makes the guitar easier to play and doesn't buzz. Just need a truss rod adjustment, sand it down the settle just a touch, put on fresh strings, and at the end the guitar plays like a champ. So I'll do a playing example shortly. So really, the biggest part of this story is if you're looking for an FS800, there's various flavors. There's the antique burst, antique tint. They got a beautiful burst, which I reviewed before. Those two are my favorites, and they have a natural, and the natural is quite nice. I just think the tint and the burst kind of make the guitar feel a little richer. That's all. They all sound the same. They all sound great. They play great. You'll see that in the playing examples. So let's sit down and give this a play, and let me know what you think in the comments. Please remember to like and subscribe to this video, and any questions, let me know in the comments. I'm very knowledgeable about the FS800s and a lot of the Yamahas in general. I think I've owned pretty much everything that's available in the low to mid end. And any questions about the Yamahas, let me know. Hope you enjoyed the video. So I hope you enjoyed the playing examples. These are just a great little guitar to play. It's always a buy. This has got to be the dead simplest buy in the world in my mind. They're widely available. They are available everywhere. Loads of people buy them to start to play, kind of give up on the playing, and you're seeing them around all the time. You can see these for like as low as $100. It's in Canada. It's a $300 guitar. In my area, you know, they'll occasionally come up $100. Someone's moving, they want them gone. And even if you don't need it, just buy it. They're a great little guitar. I think I've owned 4 of these now, and now one of them has caused me an inch of trouble, not a bit of trouble. So keep that in mind. The other thing is, if it's an older guitar, don't let that bother you. An older guitar that doesn't have playability problems is probably, in this model, is probably a better bet than one that's 1 or 2 years old. Because back then, 10 years ago, they used better woods. They had more rosewood in them. They actually feel better. The other thing that I felt right away is the necks are better on them. The necks on the new ones have like more of an open pore. So even though they were satin, they just don't have that feel. It's fine for a $300 guitar. But the old ones I think have better necks, and they have better materials with rosewood in place of walnut. Anyway, great guitars. Stay tuned because we're going to review this comparison with this with a Simon and Patrick concert hall, which was a really interesting review, and it will actually show you a little teaser here. It will show you how good these are and how these stack up against mid-price instruments. Anyway, have a great day and enjoy your playing.